bit of release work today. So we're going to work on the mid-calf. We're going to use our block and a ball. We're going to place that ball in the center of that block. And then we're going to sit comfortably, sorry, moving that out of the way. Sit comfortably with our mid-calf straight onto that, I like chicken. Straight onto that.
It's working already.
Yeah. That ball. And then we're going to cross the other leg over. So sitting comfortably with our hands back, thinking about that calf being straight in there. We're going to do 4 slaps with the bottom foot, so flexing that foot and then relaxing it as we take it down. Nice. And then from there, we're going to do 2 big circles with that bottom leg, or that bottom foot, sorry, and 2 big circles in the other direction. And then we're going to take that top leg off. We're going to rotate the leg, so rotating through the hip into the inner side of the calf. Repeating that, taking that leg over. So we're going to do our 4 slaps. Definitely this is to help release any plantar fascia issues we might have, or Achilles tendons issues, and through the posterior knee issues that we may have. And 2 in the other direction. We'll lift that out again, rotate the other direction, so rotating through the hip, not the knee. Getting yourself comfortable there, we're going to cross that leg again. And then from there, 4 big slaps, relaxing that calf as we go down. And then 2 big circles in both directions. Nice. And then we'll take that away. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side for purposes of a class. We're going to move on to the lateral hip space using our roller, so we can take that block down. So we're going to make sure that we stay off the IT band particularly, but we do want to work within that hip joint space and the pelvic space. So just working in this area here as we come onto our side. So making sure we come onto our side, bottom leg is bent, nice and relaxed. Make sure we stay off that bone in both directions. Elbows nice and connected, shoulders connected. Leg is out to the side or up, whichever works for you. Staying right into that middle section, we're just going to roll up and down. Small area, really making sure we stay off the IT band and certainly off of those bones. And then from here, we can explore just a little bit, because right now we are in the glute medius. So if we come forward slightly with the body, we're going to come into that TFL. Might come a little bit further forward, feel that TFL. And then we're going to come further back, rotating the body into the glute max and rolling up and down. So the purpose of this is to work on that lateral side in order to help with the knee pain that we might be incurring on the lateral side of the knee as well as the hip. So just kind of rocking back and forth, finding and exploring what areas you need to work on. And then coming back to center and gently coming off, carefully coming off, and then going over to the other side. The other thing we're going to do today is a bit of shoulder release. So we are going to take our ball. Put our, I think it's just, right, oh, you got it. So we're going to work in 2 positions here. So our first position is just a bit high, so up onto the elevate scapula, and we're going to take it a little bit further down onto the trapeze. But we need to make sure that we, on the traps, we need to make sure that we stay off the shoulder and we stay off the spine when we do that. So we're going to lie down. With that hair out of the way, jumper. Coming down. Placing that in that first position. Making sure you're off that shoulder blade and off of that spine. Knees are nicely planted, feet are nicely planted onto the floor or onto the mat. Hands are by our side. We're going to take the working arm, so where we have the ball, so that side, we're going to lift the arm up, take it overhead, but only as far as you feel comfortable. Don't force it, and then come back down. We're going to do that for 4 times. Good. And then we're going to take the hand, and we're going to take the thumb, and we're going to reach the thumb towards the hip, opposite hip, so crossing the body in a diagonal. And then taking that up, rotating the hand, and then taking the thumb down towards the floor. And again, rotating, taking it to the hip, and up and along to the floor. So working in this area towards the neck helps release any stress and strain through the neck. Helping for that movement, mobility through that neck. And then from here, we're going to take the ball, we're going to locate it just a little bit further down, ensuring that we are still off that shoulder blade, as well as the spine. And then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to take that working arm, we're going to lift it up overhead, working more into the traps, which tend to be quite tight as we tend to live in a posture where shoulders are hunched forward as we're driving or working on a computer. And after our 4th, we're going to take that thumb, we're going to cross over again, pressing down towards the hip, up, rotating through the arm, and down to the other side. And again for 4. Should feel a nice release. And then taking that arm down. Lovely. And of course, we would repeat the same thing on the other side.